Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a knotted necklace with this beautiful freshwater pearls that I got from bbcraft.com. So these are 7 to 8 inch freshwater pearl strands, and I got 10 of them for $16 and some change, which is an awesome deal, right? You can buy them. I will leave down the description box below the link for this. And I already did a multi-wrap bracelet slash necklace that you can wear it as a long necklace as well, or multi-strand bracelet with a button and macrame. I thought I will knot this pearls with the cord that I also got from BB Craft. I use quite a lot, about say 25 to 26 feet already from this, and I still have some left over in the bobbins as well. So I'm gonna knot this with this cord. So normally freshwater pearls are knotted with silk thread, and if you want to use a silk thread you need to have a needle at the end. So this is CKC, Chinese knotting cord, in 0.4 millimeter diameter. So this is thin enough to go through the freshwater pearl, which is a surprising thing. So I thought, why not knot with this, right? So you need a lighter. I'm using this big lighter, and also you need a clasp. Like, you can knot it. I mean, I still have say 7 strands left. I can make a long necklace which I can put it over the head, and then that way you don't have to have a clasp. You can have a continuous necklace and you can put it that way, or you can choose a clasp if you would like. So I like to choose a clasp because I feel that I want like an 18-inch, 16 to 18-inch necklace. I don't want a long one. I want a 16 to 18-inch necklace. That's what I'm thinking to make. So what I'm going to do is, this is the 24 karat gold plated jumprings, which also I got it from BB Craft. I'll show you guys the picture somewhere here, and I have one pulled out for me, and then I'm going to use a lobster claw clasp as well. So we are going to do a barrel knot to start with, but you can just do regular knots as well. It's totally doable if you want to do that, or you can do a barrel knot. I would say we can choose a regular knot is what I'm feeling. These are the 24 karat gold plated jumprings. I have in 3 colors: gold, silver and antique silver. So I just took one from that, and I also have these tiny beads which also goes through this cord. If you want, we can do that. Thinking whether to include it or not, but I have that option as well. That's also from BB Craft. And then these are actually a crochet thing, stitch marker, but we can use these charms anywhere because they are used for crochet. The jumpring here is big, but we can always switch the jumpring and use this very pretty enamel and gold charms. So I'm thinking we can use this, or this is also very pretty. And we have some, we have a pink and a blue. I would say pink is good or a blue is good. So there is a starfish in gold tone as well. If you want to, there is a fish. So there's a lot of dolphins and then fishy like this. And oh, we have 2 pinks, so we can use that as actually 2 pinks and 2 blues. So I'm thinking, should we do a dolphin one? Or even, oh, this is a lobster. I'm thinking we will do a blue one. Blue starfish is what I'm thinking we will include. And also, I mean, it doesn't have to be one. You can always add a couple of them. So we can do a shell, a starfish, and a horsey maybe. Or a horsey and a shellfish. Let's just take these three and then we shall decide later. Aesthetically pleasing, if we have 3 charms, it will be nice. So we can actually add a dangle of the pearl as well. Okay, so that's that. So we get these charms in a container so we can store it and keep it that way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first melt these so that the end becomes stiff and you can actually thread in the beads. You can see that, right? Take my scissors and cut open one strand of freshwater pearls. You also get a 10% discount exclusively for our channel. It's iShoot10 is a coupon code for any orders in bbcraft.com. So this is the bracelet, the multi-strand bracelet actually, and it has a crab charm in blue color. So I'm just feeling blue all the time, I guess. See, I picked out the blue as well here. So first of all, I want this this jumpring inside. Okay, then what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna add it was going pretty easy. Maybe should try a different. So you should melt it and also see if it is a little bit thick, it won't work. So I'm just gonna snip off a little bit right there. Now try it. There is also one more thing that you can do. Take a thinner gauge wire, which happens to be this for me. You take this and you just push this inside. You can also ream the pearls, but it is not needed actually. It was going freely. As you guys can see, it does go through. Just make a thin strand out here at the end. As you guys can see, I don't have to really try. It goes through very smoothly. So first of all, I added one end of the necklace, which is going to be this closed jumpring. Now I will add all the beads that I have to put in this necklace, and then finally we will add the lobster claw and then start knotting from that end. So if you want these beads to go through, they look really pretty, and you can add them in between if you're not going to knot. But I feel that if there is a knot, that's more than enough to have attraction in this. So let's try this. See, as you guys can see, it does go through. So as you guys can see, this bead is also very pretty, the gold bead in between, and it does go through this cord. So but anyways, I want a knot in between my beads, so I'm not gonna do this, but if you want, you can do this as well. I will leave down the description box below the link for these beads too. These beads have a nice enough big hole that it can accommodate this cord. See this? So I'm gonna string all my beads and come back and show you guys how we are going to knot. Is I'm gonna make one more knot. I know it might sound crazy, but I want to try it. And then I will put a jumpring there, and then dangle something is what I'm thinking. Let me see. If not, I will start over. See, that knot is big. That doesn't look good. Okay, I will start. So I have threaded all my beads to in this. Actually, I didn't know why I did that, but I did that. So what I'm trying to do is actually my idea is to use clamshell or bead tips. This is what I have. This is called a clamshell or bead tip, and we can use to hide our knots inside that. That's what I'm going to use today. Let me demonstrate how we can do that. So we are going to put the end, actually the beads are in here, so I'm going to put this inside the hole in the middle, right? And then what I'm going to do here is, you can also use crimp tube, but I would like to do a knot. So overhand knot. Okay, sorry, that was, let me just cut this off. So take it, wrap it around, and then that's just an overhand knot. Make a loop, go through the loop, right? So I'm just gonna make this a bulkier knot. So I just do one more time inside the loop, one more time inside the loop, and couple more times, as much as you want, because we don't want this knot to come off, and we want this to be a nice and chunky knot, not, you know, the regular thin knot. So we want it to be chunkier so that it doesn't come off this hole. So see this, I'm happy with this chunky knot, and I'm gonna tighten that as much as I can. Now that I know that's secure, if you want, you can drop glue, some glue over there, which I think I'm gonna do as well. You can use GS Hypo Cement. I'm using the bead stringing glue by Beadalon. Just put a generous amount, and then let me close this glue, otherwise it just keeps coming, and but it lasts for a long time. So then let us let it dry completely, and then we can hide this inside the clamshell. That way it will not come off, and then we can close the clamshell and the loop first, and then the clamshell. We'll come back to that later. So now we will worry about what we have here, right next to the clamshell is our freshwater pearl. So since everything is inside, I'm gonna knot from here. There we go. Just take this, and we are going to do pearl knotting. It's a hand knotting technique. You can use the Beadalon knotter tool, which I'll show you guys. This is the Beadalon knotter tool that you can get it, and then you can use it. I will demonstrate that as well, but the hand knotting is the first technique that I will demonstrate now. So take it, wrap it. So now I move the pearl to the clamshell, take it, wrap it around my 2 fingers, take the edge and put it through that. Okay, just like that. And then I transfer the loop to my right index finger, hold it and pull. There, our knot is right next to the bead, as you guys can see. That's what we want, right? Pull the next bead against and see if it goes on top of the knot. It doesn't, so that's a good thing. This cord is not very thin. At the same time, it's thin enough to go through the freshwater pearl. If it is very thin, then this knot wouldn't hold, it will go on top. Again, the same thing. Wrap it around fingers, put the edge through, transfer this to my right index finger. That's how I can tighten it and hold the knot where I want it, and then hold it between your index finger and your thumb, and that's how the knot is delivered. So it's a beautiful thing to knot with pearls. It's rhythmic and it is very satisfying, okay, and it is like a stress buster. So just put it through and then hold on to that and catch hold of that properly and then pull tight. There we go. So normally they'll do it with 2 cords. I'm showing it to you guys with 1 cord, and then that's very stable cord. It is not like, you know, a material which is going to lose its charm. It's gonna be there. It's a nice one. So here we go. I'm just moving the beads down the cord so that I have enough space to knot, right? So here we go. Wrap it around. Okay, I'll just move this dish to the side and have my lobster clasp, which I will add it later. So I thought I'm showing you guys an easy way out of knotting, and also there is like a couple of things that you can do otherwise, like, you know, ream these 2 pearls, make this hole big, and then that way you don't have to add a clasp, and then you can, what I mean is you don't need a clamshell, then you can add it directly to the clasp and come back through the 2 pearls and then knot. For that, these 2 pearls need to be reamed and the hole needs to be big. In this case, you don't have to do all of that, and then you can have any clasp you want. At any given point of time, you can also change your clasp. Okay, so this is the hand knotting technique, right? What if I am not so sure about this technique? If I am not sure about the hand knotting technique, what other options do I have? So the first straightforward way is to have a tweezer. Everybody will have some kind of a tweezer at home. Doesn't have to be this small. The regular tweezer is also fine. So then you make a loop, okay, and then put this through the loop. This is the knot that you have, right? Take your tweezers, put it through this loop, okay, and then hold where you want the knot to be. And then when you pull it, the knot will move down towards the bead. Now it's close enough, okay. Now wiggle and take this out, so you have the knot. The knot is not tight, so what you do is you hold the end, okay. See how I placed it down on the mat? You hold that end, just lift it a little bit and push this knot with your tweezers right next to the bead. So that's how you knot with the tweezers. Okay, so then once again with the tweezers, then I'll show you guys with the bead knotter tool. Okay, so here we go. That is the knot that we have. Okay, now again wrap it around your fingers, take this through. That's our loop, right? We have an overhand knot. Let me just, okay, now put this through, okay, and then hold where you want your knot to be, okay, right next to the pull. Then pull this tight. The knot is moved down. Once it's tight, wiggle and take it out, and the hold the end and push it towards the bead. There is our knot. Okay, so we have seen the tweezer method and knotting method. Now time to use the bead knotter tool. Okay, you can use anything you want, whichever seems to be easy enough for you, whichever seems comfortable for you, you can knot it that way. So take it and then do the same thing, make an overhand knot, and then what you do is, so you just put this all of this tool inside that, okay, and move it all the way down, and now place the end between this V, inside this V part of the tool. See that the knot is inside this and the end is inside this. So now what you do is you just hold on to that, pull this, okay, and when you go up, okay, and then you deliver it right close to the bead. Okay, that's what is going to happen. See this, because this is bent here, so this one will come and end that right there. Let me show you guys. I don't know if it will come close, but I believe that this is the way I need to show, but this is the way I have total control. There we go. Our knot is there, but still see there is a little bit of gap. So you need to practice with the knotter tool to get it right. Let's see if I can push that towards. Okay, that's all I can do about it. So let me just try and remove this knot and come back. So I tried to remove, but it's not happening. If I make one more knot, that'll be really odd as well. So I have to either restart or, I mean, deal with this. For some reason this Chinese knotting card is not forgiving and it won't give it. It is not, I cannot remove this. It was very hard for me to remove, and there is a gap, if you can see. What I do is I'm gonna make one more knot. I know it might sound crazy, but I want to try it, and then I will put a jumpring there and then dangle something is what I'm thinking. Let me see. If not, I will start over. See, that knot is big. That doesn't look good. Okay, I will start over. Hi friends, welcome back. I have knotted this necklace. From door to door it measures about 19 inches, and when we add our clasp it will be more than that. But first of all, we started with the clamshell, as you guys already know. We are going to end with the clamshell as well. And the thing is, it's important that you need to get the knot within the clamshell. See, I have knotted completely. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna snip this off. Like I have been working with the spool for so long, I'm gonna snip at about say 6 to 8 inches. So that's what I have here, and I'm gonna thread on one more pearl. So I'm just gonna melt it and then thread on one more pearl. Okay, and then our clamshell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thread in the clamshell through this cord. Okay, just like that. Thread that in. I'm just checking whether the clamshell is the same or not. So the tricky part is to make a knot and make it sit and not leave a gap. So generally speaking, we need, this is an overhand knot. I'm going to do surgeon's knot, so I go through that multiple times, even 4 times. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I have to go through this loop, okay, with my tweezers pliers and hold where I want the knot to sit. Okay, might be a little bit tricky, as I said, but it's doable. Let's see. Okay, now I'm trying to bring the knot as close to the place as possible. Okay, see that? That's that. So what we can do is I'm gonna take my tweezers, because that has even more control than this. So I'm just going to slide that down. There we go. But still there is a gap, as you guys can see. See that gap right there? That's there. So okay, now we got a bigger gap. There we go. That's the reality. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna make another knot. On top of this bulkier knot, I would say. So just I want that knot to land right where I want it to land. So make it so the clamshell is like in the way while we do this, so that we need to be strategic enough to do it in such a way that we can still have all of those. It's actually difficult to do in the camera because I'm trying to see. Okay, I think I got it, but there we go. I got it. Okay, that's about it. Now we need to put a dab of glue in that clamshell so that the knot doesn't come off. You can use bead stringing glue. Any bead stringing glue will work for that matter. I'm using here bead alone bead stringing glue, but you can use GS hypocement or whichever one you want. The thing is, the bead stringing glue has this nozzle which is very teeny tiny, like a needle. I am doing some glue on the starting knot as well. Okay, so it has that nozzle that actually makes us glue where we want the glue to be, not everywhere else, right? E6000 is an awesome glue, but it's a bulkier glue, as you guys can. But you can put it here as well. No problems whatsoever. So here is our necklace done. Okay, and we have some charms to add to this necklace. Now we need to let this glue dry for 24 hours, snip off the excess cord, and then I am gonna also we can add the charms. So these are the charms that I have here. So I'm thinking I will add these 3 charms. 3 is a magical number here. What you can do here is actually you can add it like this itself. If you want it to know, you don't want it to be in particular place, you just want it to go around, so that way it will be easier to do that. So it's nice and big jumpring. So if you want it, you can do that. So, and then add, what I'm going to do is add smaller jumprings to this, and then add these charms to this bigger jumpring. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some smaller jumprings. So that way take 2 sets of pliers. I'm using a bent nose plier and a tweezer nose plier. Prep the jumpring first and then open it up. First of all, you need to open this down. Okay, take this off. Add this here and add it to this jumpring. Now close it carefully, go back and forth, make sure they are aligned properly. We don't want to lose the charm. Okay, and then one more to go. The shrimp. The shrimp is really cute. I like them a lot. I didn't know what it was actually. One of my subscriber actually commented that it is a shrimp. So then I realized. I mean, it's a funny story. I used to hate shrimp when I was a kid. I rarely tried it because my mom is a strict vegetarian, and my dad, he doesn't like seafood that much. So he likes all other things. So he never used to, we never used to explore seafood that much. I do like fish a lot when I was a kid, but I never liked shrimp for that matter, because I ate once and I hated it because it was in a restaurant and I think the shrimp was not fresh, so I didn't like the smell of it. So I never ate shrimp when I was a kid. But recently, after like some decades, I actually tried shrimp here in Hawaii, and I loved it. And since then I started eating it. So I didn't know this was a shrimp, and it's funny. So here it is, all our charms, very pretty, and then it's all attached to our necklace. So if it is in this big jumpring, it can go back and forth. So that's the idea. So now what I want to do is I want to cut this off. I know for the purposes of the video I'm cutting it off now, but ideally I would wait. See, I have a short tail, you can melt that tail, so later. Ideally you would wait for 24 hours to actually cut off this. And if it is more than 5 inch of cord left, save it. If not, throw it away. So that's the idea behind that. So this was a clasp that I wanted to use. So my other end would be a lobster claw clasp, and I don't want a big one because the jumpring is really small, and I wanted this necklace to be a dainty necklace. So here it is. I'm just gonna use those. So first of all, what you can do is you can add this clasp directly to this, and then roll this loop inside that. Can you see that? And now gently close the clamshell or the bead tip. So be very gentle and see how nicely it has closed. So that's how we want it to be closed. Okay, and then we shall do this the same the other end as well. So add the jumpring to this. That's a closed 24 karat gold jumpring that we got from BB Craft. So that's the one that I'm using it, and it's closed, so it's not nice and safer. Now I lowered the loop in the clamshell, and I'm going to gently press this bead tip or clamshell shut. Okay, there we go. Gently. I want both the discs, half of the disc, to close really nicely. So it, when I am shutting it, I'm feeling that it's shifting towards one side. So I'm just adjusting that part. Okay, so there it is. Our necklace is said and done. It's such a pretty, dainty, at the same time very nice necklace that you can make. Freshwater pearl necklace is timeless, and pearl is always on trend. Right now it's on trend for 2025 as well. If you guys want to know, it is still on trend, and layering multiple different types of necklaces is on trend. So you wear a knotted necklace, then you can layer it with a a chain necklace and seed bead necklace and so forth and so on. You can wear this elegantly as a single necklace, or you can, combine them with other necklaces and wear it. I really like it. It is very fun. You can wear it every day for office, or you can wear it for an occasion, for a evening dinner. So there's so much possibility, and freshwater pearls are really nice to wear. I mean, if you want to use this is 24 karat gold plated jump ring. If you buy one lobster claw in that as well, then you can wear this throughout. You can wear it every day. You can take a bath with it. So my grandma used to say, she used to wear a necklace with pearls and corals together. She used to wear it on an everyday basis, but of course, India we have a gold jewelry. So she used to wear this necklace, and it comprises of only pearls and corals, and it was on a daily basis. And she used to say this pearl used to disintegrate and actually add it actually, your body will absorb it when you take a bath. So that's what she said, and it cools down your body when you wear it at the same time when you take a bath with it. So that's an interesting fact out there. And I used to think, wow. And I used to see her pearls used to be a little bit, disintegrating, becoming small after years. So it was true. And it's a fun fact to share with you guys. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a day. And this is these freshwater pearls, 10 strands for $16 and some change from BB Craft, and so has this very cute charms as well. These was actually this was used for crochet stitch marker, but this big jumpring we can add any charms to our jewelry. So that's this charms like comes with bigger jumprings because it's a stitch marker, but we can utilize it for several things as well, right? This is one of the thing, and it is pearl knotting, and the cord which I used is a Chinese knotting cord, but it is very thin and it goes through freshwater pearl. And this is also from BB Craft. I will leave down the description box below the link for all these materials. And also there is an 10% off your entire order. It's I shoot 10 whenever you buy it, and do click the link in the description box below if you want to buy these items. That will be great. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Welcome back to my channel.